I don't know if you've picked this up, but there is a wild, wild story on Mario Rubio as a gay prostitute, as a teenager. Wayne Madsen, one of your investigative journalism counterparts, has come out with this. I think this story has legs, and I think it's going to deepen. And Larry Ellison.
Absolutely. We're getting Wayne on. In fact, let's try to get Wayne on in the 4th hour today, or even the 3rd hour for 10 minutes on that. And I did see that article, and I meant to have a meeting about it, and I've got...
Grab that article. Grab that article.
Absolutely. And I've got, women connected to the Clintons saying they're worried that they're going to kill them. That's up on drudgereport.com. I mean, this is just... The news is insane nowadays.
Rubio, of course, he's got a big problem now. And this reminds me so much of what I discovered about Barack Obama. Unfortunately, it was after he got inaugurated as president. Rubio's got a huge possible gay prostitution issue from his past in Miami.
Well, what I find interesting is this connection with Joni Ernst, the fact that Rubio was the only Republican who endorsed her during her primary, gave her nearly $250,000 from his PAC to help her win. And, of course, she is somebody who is firmly in the neocon war party. We can see that with her endorsement of this international declaration of martial law and her connections to Marco Rubio. So when we look at Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush combined, they are well under Donald Trump in their home state. We got the former governor of Florida at only 14.5%. I'm sorry, he's at 9%, and Rubio is at 14.5%. So they're at about 24% combined, and Trump is at 39%. So he's beating them together. And so that's what I'm concerned about. When I see people like this new freshman senator, Joni Ernst, who's now outed herself as part of the Lindsey Graham, John McCain neocon wing, with the support of international martial law, with her support of Marco Rubio, that's what I think we really need to keep in mind.
Yeah, and the stuff that's coming out about Rubio now, remember Jeb Bush said he was going to go really hard on Rubio. He used to be his friend, and this was a mentor relationship. So the stuff that came out in the Washington Post yesterday about his so-called crime spree, being arrested in 1990 in a park in Miami, Alice Wainwright Park, which was a known pickup place for gay guys to pick up young guys, and he was arrested with his friend in a car after closing hours at the park, drinking beer. It looks like maybe that was plea bargained down because there was something else going on there. This friend of his was later, and they roomed together after high school. I know people roomed together in college, but after graduating from high school, rooming together, this almost sounds like another Obama situation. So anyway, Rubio's friend opens up a gay porn business where they're filming Latinos and black guys at a place called Cocoa House.
Well, it sounds like he's going to be right at home in Rome on the Potomac in Washington.
Cocoa House to the White House.
Exactly. I tell you what, that is the state of our country, unfortunately, and that's the problem. That's what I said earlier when I said we don't need a constitutional convention until we've tried it, until we get the criminals in Washington out. There's another example of that.
Brain Force is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this the last few months. You probably noticed I've been more crazed, more focused, less brain fog, more energy, more special reports, and it's because of Brain Force.
One of the worst things with most energy products is it's not sustainable, right? You're going to crash and going to feel really bad afterwards. This has a bunch of different antioxidants and compounds and polyphenols.
Everybody's on these drugs to knock their brain out because the brain's so fried.
We kept changing this formula over and over and over again until it became sort of a grand puzzle. For example, the L-theanine inside of it, that is activated by the different compounds in the yerba mate that we put inside of it as well. This just increases the compounds you already have.
This is what you're actually designed to run on.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a car will run on one form of junkie gas, but it runs really good on what it's designed for. You will find Brain Force, Survival Shield X2, and other game-changing products at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.